What is up, you guys? It is your girl K Valley, and welcome to K Valley Entertainment today with my story. Quick, just story time, and trying to get understandings of things still to this day. What do you think? Let me know what you think. But basically, long story short, when I was pregnant with my son, I was gonna throw myself a baby shower, get it all together, just do it all by myself because, of course, I don't have my mom in my life to help me with those things. And didn't expect my dad to or anything. He's a guy. But I mean, still, some dads I'm sure would do it, but either way, wasn't one of my expectations, so I was gonna do it myself. However, my dad has a fiance who wanted to throw me one, right? But stipulations and more stipulations and more stipulations were coming with it. Not really sure why, but yeah. So at first, it was a problem with me wanting my baby shower to be co-ed. As we all know, it's 2025, going on to 2026. Co-ed baby showers are becoming more and more a thing. My cousins had one. Other people I know have had co-ed baby showers. There's nothing wrong at all with having both male and females coming to your baby shower to bring anything that they want. This isn't back in the day where the mother has to have a baby shower and the father has to have a diaper shower separately. It's just not like that anymore. If you guys want to do that, more power to you. Kudos to you. But if not, you can totally do it that way. So at first, they wanted to know how many people were on my list with my friends and family and the father's friends and family. I believe around 50 to 60 people was too much. That was too much. So I knocked it down as far as I could without some people having to feel bad or not feel good because they wouldn't been able to attend because it had to be so much smaller. And I knocked it down. So yeah, I knocked it down as far as I could with the amounting to be less. Mind you, I am the first grandchild to bring a great grandchild in onto my father's side of the family. None of my siblings, cousins, or any of them have children, even still currently. My immediate family. Okay, so I was trying to be very understanding. So then that was the first problem. Secondly, then came in scheduling. So she wanted me to schedule my baby shower around what would be a good timing for her. So again, it was my dad's fiance who was doing the planning, wanted to throw me a shower, right? So then I was like, okay, I don't think that was going to work out because me and his father had the same rotating weekends on and off. And it would have suited me and the father both more to have had the shower on the weekend we had off versus her one. Mind you, she was a manager at Xfinity. Mind you, she's the type of person that would get drunk plenty of days, call in the next day, and not go to work. But she's still scheduled shit around a day that would be good for the both of us. She was just being that petty, right? Cool. Mind you, I was in my 3rd trimester, huge as fuck. And the type of job that I had, I would have had to work 2 weekends in a row, plus still work throughout the week, in order for me to have done that. And for his job, he couldn't even do that shit at all. You can't do that shit at a factory. So, that just wasn't going to work. It just wasn't going to work. As much as we would have loved to make that work for her, it wasn't going to work. So, on top of that, she just kept trying to manipulate the situation, keep trying to make herself look all innocent, like she's really just trying to help. She's just trying to throw a baby killer. So then, mind you, she couldn't figure it out on her own. My dad told me I should have never really asked her to, help me with it or throw me a shower in the first place. And that's what I told him. I was like, I didn't. She offered. So if you're going to offer something like that, why can't you get the help that is needed or don't offer if you don't know how to plan something properly? Right? Right. Mind you, also, when they had my little sister, who is currently about 7 years old, I bought them a $300 set. $300, a little over $300. I bought them their infant car seat, a stroller, I think a huge box of diapers. I bought some toys and some clothes and wipes. Because my baby sister, I was so excited, you know what I'm saying? And I was 19 going on 20. I had a job. I could do that. And so I wanted to. So I was always very helpful to them and to her. So I don't know if that was her just wanting to return the favor or what. But did it go as planned at all, or did it even follow through? No. It didn't. So, back onto the story here. So with that being said, I went ahead and I asked both of my aunts if maybe they could help with it, because she seemed to be struggling a lot and not understanding. Now I have one aunt who is a complete angel. Very emotionally intelligent, not manipulative, and very intelligent in kind of all aspects in a way. So when it came down to certain stuff, she kind of kept herself out of it, and she didn't put her opinion in or anything like that, because honestly, if she did, the other aunt probably wouldn't have been rocking with her no more, because yeah, who would stick up for me? Nobody. It's a lot easier to just be quiet. So that's what she did. Whereas the other aunt started going in on me. Mind you, I'm full-blown pregnant. You should never want to stress out a pregnant woman, especially completely to the max, where you're disrespecting her, disrespecting the spouse, disrespecting the whole situation, and then turning around and manipulating the situation, gossiping to family members, and getting other family members to treat you differently as well. Not very smart. So, basically that's what she did. That aunt started talking to me choppy as hell, disrespectful as fuck. And I'm the whole time sitting there trying to keep it respectful, like, kind of confused here, what's going on? And she was really just trying to stick up for my dad's fiance the whole time. That's it. She was like, well, if she's the one throwing you a shower, you should be the one to, work extra and do this extra so she can throw it for you. Like, you sound ignorant as hell. Ignorant as hell. Wasn't nobody making you go extra hard, making you work extra hard while you was full-blown pregnant with yours. But you wouldn't understand how that feels, right? Right. So, that was that. Mind you, this is stuff that nobody has ever apologized to me for. Still to this day. or owned up to or been accountable for. Which is why shit is still, I'm not cool with shit, bro. Until you can be accountable as a grown-ass adult, we're good, bro. I don't care what you buy for my kid. I don't care what you try to do after that point. Why? Because to me, that huge level of disrespect was so uncalled for, so uncanny, so ignorant, unorganized, and just all sorts of things. Just because you older than me, that don't mean shit. That don't mean shit, because you showed your lack of maturity, your lack of emotional intelligence, your lack of empathy, and your lack of all of that shit. Care, lack of love, all of that. So do I really care nowadays? Like, what you gonna buy for him, or what you gonna do for him, or none of that? Nah, because money don't fix certain shit, man. Man, when it comes to respect, certain things, all of that, I'm not cool with it, bro. You're an adult. You need to act your age, not your fucking shoe size, my nigga, bro. Like, what the fuck? So, I was off with that shit, bro. We are good, nigga. Like, I'm good, bro. So, mind you, this is my dad's fiance, who's ruining everything at this point. I was doing just fine. Trying to come up with my own baby shower by myself. I was finna do it. I don't care if it would have been rinky-dink last minute or just a drive-through fucking baby shower. Anything would have been better than dealing with that bullshit. Especially while I was pregnant, full-blown, bro. When I say that shit stressed me out to the max, that shit stressed me out to the max, nigga. And none of your daughters have kids yet. Speaking about my aunt, none of her daughters had kids yet. Still don't. And her son don't. So she's never really thrown a baby shower or been a part of that really either. Especially for someone like your kid or your niece or something like that. Like, bro. So, I really don't expect somebody like that to understand. Especially when they're a dominant, immature, toxic individual who's very self-absorbed, manipulative, and treats a lot of people like they're beneath them. So, yeah, just not cool with certain shit, bro. Without apology, without accountability, we're good, bro. And I just feel like that should be understood. And a lot of my family is acting like that's not understandable. Or they're trying to stay out of it, but still not trying to have a relationship with me or cut me off, or like, you see and you feel and you know when people are treating you different. Or like they just don't rock with you no more, or whatever the case may be. And mind you, this aunt was so messy that I couldn't even share shit on my Facebook without this thing thinking that everything is about her when nobody's thinking about her at that point. Or I'm talking about my father with my grandfather's name. Example, bro. So I shared a post on Facebook of, like, you know how, like, on all the movies and a lot of shows, they be having the fucked up individuals. Name's Charles on, like, a lot of shit. And it was funny to me because it's like, that's my dad's name, yes. That's also my grandfather's name and my other grandfather's name. So it's like my dad and then my grandfather on my dad's side and my mom's side. They're all named Charles, bro. And my grandfathers are like the best people I know. So, like, I just found this shit funny as hell because I was like, it's just funny. And honestly, I wasn't even really relating it to them. I just found the shit funny. The shit was genuinely just funny. So I shared it and I laughed at it, and that was it. But somehow, some way, somehow, shit and took it to heart and started texting me, oh, how could you? And thinking that I made that post about my dad. I'm like, bro, that's also my grandfather's names too. If I was doing that for that reason, wouldn't you think I'd be talking about them too? Like, you really sound pathetic right now and low life. Low fucking vibrational, miserable as hell. Just looking for something, just looking for anything. Right? But I'm also like to myself, who the fuck is giving her this information? I don't have her on Facebook. I don't have her on any social site. So who the fuck is telling this shit, man? I ain't gonna tell y'all how I think it was, but they kind of make it obvious with the way they rock with me right now. But I ain't gonna say no names. But if you thinking the shoe fit, then put that bitch on. You wanna know why? Because I didn't say shit. I didn't say your name. I didn't say nothing. You know who you are. You know what you did, bro. But you tried to act to this day. Slow motherfucker. I ain't even gonna say nothing else. But basically, yeah, that be that bullshit, bro. That certain shit that I still to this day, I'm not cool with, bro. I'm not gonna get over that. I'm not. Certain shit you can't let slide. Or motherfuckers think they can keep doing that shit to you, bro. Family or not, blood or not, bro. So, anyways, that shit all went to shambles. They never threw me the baby shower. I ended up having a last minute come up with the baby shower, ask the father's sister to help me throw it and all of that. Thankfully, thank God, she did help. And we were able to successfully throw a shower. However, it was so last minute at that point that not many people were able to even show up. So, it's whatever. I ain't really tripping for real. But I am happy and thankful to the people who did. That's my little man out there. That's the one y'all hear. That's the one I was pregnant with at the time. Get mommy shaking, stinky back. That's the one I was pregnant with at the time. He might get upset because I totally just shut the door back. But, yeah. Tell me what your thoughts are on that right now. Because when I tell y'all, it be feeling like my whole family be alienating me sometimes. I'm not tripping, bro. And that shit be sad as fuck. Especially when it'd be people that you really never thought that would do that shit to you. Or talk about you. Or try to make your life miserable. Because they have false thoughts, false information, and false everything. So it just was all for nothing. And stay tuned, because I'm going to keep coming with y'all with more of these stories, so I don't have to keep feeling crazy. Motherfuckers make you feel crazy as hell for setting standards, having boundaries, caring about yourself, and loving yourself, I swear to God. Oh, and mind you, I still have the screenshots. I still have everything from when people were talking to me choppy as hell like that. From the group messages and everything. Like, I can literally stamp that shit, my bro.